Give me something. What you gonna do for that end zone?
EA Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
Madden Football is the home of the Super Bowl, and this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Bengals and the Niners, and it's coming up next.
No single building has played host to more Super Bowls than this one right here. The Caesars Superdome in the Crescent City of New Orleans. This is Super Bowl 59, and we've got an outstanding matchup on tap. The moment is upon us, and we've got what should be an epic one here, as it'll be the AFC champion Cincinnati Bengals taking on the NFC champions, the San Francisco 49ers. Brandon Gaudin along with Charles Davis, and what a season it's been for our AFC champions. I mean, this was a fight just to get to the Super Bowl. You got to figure that they are very battle-tested and ready.
I'd agree with you 100% about that. You don't get there without having those types of attributes, and that's what you look for in a Super Bowl team. Character, confidence, these guys don't lack for either one of those. Now they're here. Now they're ready to win.
Meanwhile, for our champions of the NFC, this was a battle of attrition this year. It was a tough road to get here, but now they feel like they are battle-tested and ready to go.
And that certainly cannot be overlooked. They've taken everyone's best shot this season, and they've withstood all of them.
First play, and Purdy wants to throw it. Connects with Kittle underneath. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. Here's Purdy. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So opening drive, third down, they complete the slant to move the sticks.
And ordinarily, it's a high percentage pass when you throw it. And receivers like to run that route because it gets the ball in their hands pretty quickly. Just a couple of quick steps upfield, break towards the middle, the ball should be there, and then they can do some work afterwards.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down. Purdy will look to throw again here. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Out of the gun, Purdy. That is caught. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 45-yard line. Purdy now to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Throwing here, Purdy. Throws the out route and completes it to Samuel. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 27-yard line. Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Nice job there forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game. Watching him try to take away that area of the field.
Here's the Pro Bowler, Christian McCaffrey.
And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Purdy. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now Purdy. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Interesting, this offense trying to spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside 3rd of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
Purdy sets up to throw again. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. So Purdy off and Moody on for the 49er field goal.
From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt.
And his kick is good.
3 points, probably not going to win this Super Bowl, but at least you get something on the opening drive.
And it's certainly not going to lose it. So the bottom line is, come away with the points now, come back and get greedy later, and try and put it in the end zone.
So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Bengals offense here ready to rock and roll. Joe Burrow is the man at quarterback.
And he spoke very eloquently and passionately on media day about what a victory here would mean for him. He knows this just isn't any other game. This is the kind of game that stays with you for a lifetime. If there's anyone on this field tonight who's most ready for this moment, I think it's this man right here.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole. No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On the give, it's Warren. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now it's Burrow. And he'll find Chase on the right side complete.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down at 6. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he is going to have the Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want their body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
Holding offense.
Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
Got a man open, it's Chase. It's a pickup of 19 yards on the play, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Burrow on play action. Touchdown Bengals. Jamar Chase from 8 yards out. And the Bengals have answered that early field goal to take a first quarter lead. Personally, for him, a great opening drive. He had 3 catches, including the touchdown.
That felt like tremendous scouting, great film watching, and creating a game plan to start this off, not only to get him involved, but to send a message to the defense. You have a lot to handle in this one.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it was Jamar Chase who finished it off with a touchdown reception. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. We are just getting started here at Super Bowl 59 in New Orleans. 1 quarter in the books. 7-3 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back to the date on the calendar we circle every year. Super Bowl Sunday. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis here with you as we get set to begin quarter 2. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal. And I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
And maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That'll put him at 66 receiving yards now for the game, and he's got a first down. Purdy now to throw off the play action. He's across midfield and finally marked down at the 42-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Now a give, right side McCaffrey. The 20, 5, and across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, 42 yards. And the Niners have retaken the lead. Well, we've said it many times. He is always a threat to go the distance anytime he's got the ball in his hands. And on this occasion, he did just that.
Well, he's definitely the guy that makes this offense go. And when you're an RB1, running back 1, you've got to be willing to be patient at times as well. Not every run's going to be the home run we saw there. But once you get that opportunity and that opening, you take full advantage.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Over the middle, that's caught by Chase. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. And he'll spot Higgins open left side. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. 2nd down and a little more than a yard here. A handoff for Warren. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. They go play action with Burrow. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
This pass complete to Higgins. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
They go play action now. Burrow. And he will find his man Chase complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They'll run it. Warren. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Slot man moves right. Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Jalen Warren taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Bengals have moved out in front. So, partner, it was a passing game that drove them down the field, but when they get close, they trust that man in the backfield, and he took him home.
And they trust their offensive line as well, because so many of these units, they specialize in either pass protection or run blocking. This group shows its versatility and gets both done on this drive.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and the lead is now 14-10. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Well, the 49ers settling in for their next drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves?
And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. Picked by Logan Wilson. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Boy, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes, those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On the run, it's Warren. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Burrow looking to pass. Now a short one to Gesicki. And he'll get this down to the 10. That puts him in excellent position, first and goal after a gain of 19. Here's Burrow. That's complete once again. It's Gesicki. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Mike Gesicki from 10 yards out. And the Bengals continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game and no signs of slowing down.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and that makes it a 21-10 game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The 49ers offense making its way back out there. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Good strong throw and catch right there, and so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Purdy will set up to throw it here. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. Purdy now to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel, 42 yards. And the 49ers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Moody good with the extra point, and it's now 21-17. So the drive there, 5 plays, 80 yards. And it's Deebo Samuel who caps things with a touchdown reception. So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And the Bengal offense going to see the ball one more time in this first half. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead. But a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now Burrow. Looking deep here for Chase. And this is taken in at the 5. And he will take it on in for a Bengal Jamar Chase, his second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Bengals will extend their lead here just before halftime. McPherson on for the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So it's halftime here on sports' grandest stage in the Super Bowl. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. What a season this has been. Hard to believe it ends tonight, as we'll get back to you guys for the second half of this Super Bowl in just a moment. We saw a solid first half out of running back Jaylen Warren. He wound up finding the end zone on a touchdown run to help give his guys the advantage here at the break. Both of these offenses had their share of high points in that first half. Each team had some big moments, and it would seem this could turn out to be a game where the last score wins.
All right,
both
Coach,
teams
thanks
making
very
their
much.
final
Fine
adjustments
work
of the
as always,
season during this long halftime break. Who will claim the Lombardi Trophy? To find out, we go back to Brandon and Charles in New Orleans for the second half of Super Bowl 59.
Breaks through the contact, and they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Bengals offense and Joe Burrow getting set for this next drive. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the lead as he looks to finish strong and close this one out. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And I would imagine this is where you have to take stock of the situation, CD, and say, gosh, we're halfway to the Lombardi Trophy. Let's not slow down now.
And I like the way you went there. Let's not slow down now, because the first half certainly went their way. And I would expect them to continue with that type of a game plan. But you're right. You do think back to Super Bowl 54. 49ers had a double-digit lead in the fourth quarter, couldn't hold on. So plenty can still happen.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 2. Here's Warren. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner. Now 2nd and 5. Play action. It's Burrow. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. His second catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down. Now a run with Warren to the 36-yard line. Stop there.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Burrow will throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down. Looking to throw. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's 2nd down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And the Bengals are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Open man is Higgins, and he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Bengals will extend their 3rd quarter lead here in this Super Bowl. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Deebo Samuel and the 49ers back in possession here. Good day for him so far here in the 3rd quarter. He's hit pay dirt once, over 100 yards. But, hey, it's the 3rd quarter. He's thinking, I want more, right?
He wants more, and it just increases the confidence of his team because every play he makes, that means his quarterback is really feeling good about throwing the football. Probably feels like he can't throw an incomplete pass when he throws it to him right now.
Yeah, he's looked really, really sharp. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 5. Now Purdy. Samuel bringing in the slant. And Deebo going to have a Niners first down as he'll get this up to the 39. It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. To the sideline and incomplete.
Well, my initial thought was that maybe he was just trying to blindly throw this one away, and maybe he was. But he's going to get away with it because as he tried to throw it over the left sideline there's a receiver right there in the area, so no grounding call.
Out of the pistol, McCaffrey. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Purdy looking to throw. To the right side and intercepted. Picked by Logan Wilson. And the Bengals are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
All right, Brandon. Normally when you hear about guys making 2 interceptions in the game, you're thinking must be a free safety, maybe a corner. How about getting 2 picks out of one of your linebackers? Again, he's just in the right place at the right time. And that's another great play to come away with the football.
Cincinnati's offense coming back here onto the field. And as we look back at how we got here, you'll notice a common theme in these highlights. A lot of yardage through the air. The passing game has been sharp right from the outset. The Bengals drive about to get going. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. From the 43, here's 2nd down and a yard. In motion goes the tight end. They'll keep it on the ground. Warren. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. On 1st down, it's Warren. And he'll be taken down after a decent gain, and that will bring us to the end of this 3rd quarter of play. So that's the end of 3 here in Super Bowl 59 from Caesars Superdome. The 4th and final quarter coming right up. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And there's just 1 quarter that remains in this edition of the biggest game of the year, the Super Bowl, as we get set for the 4th quarter. And we're back in the Super Bowl. Time to decide who gets to hoist that Lombardi trophy as we begin the 4th and final quarter of action. And they eventually get to him at the 17 after a pickup of 17 into the red zone. 1st down. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they're powering through, and they're controlling this game.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Up the middle they go. Warren. He will push his way down to about the 14. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on 1st.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. That's to Chase, he's got it. Touchdown Cincinnati. Jamar Chase with his 3rd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Bengals are starting to pour it on the game's biggest stage. They are running away with this Super Bowl. McPherson on for the point after. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it was Jamar Chase who finished it off with a touchdown reception. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Niners offense and Brock Purdy getting ready for this next possession. And it's been a rough night at the office for him. He's been more of a liability than an asset throughout the contest. And this offense is having a hard time overcoming his struggles to this point. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And it's becoming more and more apparent that this is just not going to be their night. That Lombardi trophy so close, but the expectations simply have not matched the results as they start on this drive 1st and 10.
I've got a good friend in football, always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
A quick throw there is incomplete.
That incompletion brings us 1 step closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
Purdy. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. And the Bengals are in great shape here as they take over at the 46-yard line. Well, offensively, Charles, hard to put a silver lining on this one. No secret that they had to take chances with a score where it is, and it leads to a turnover.
I love how you paint the picture, partner, because you're exactly right about that one. Look at the empty stares on that sideline. This is one of those games where you just want to go crawl under a rock until it's over.
Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And they are trying to play it cool down on the sidelines, but they know that they are very close now to wrapping this thing up and letting the celebration begin. A Super Bowl title within reach now as they try to polish this thing off. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. 106 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. Second down and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Warren. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Now a handoff up the middle. Warren. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down.
Brendan, every great running backs coach that I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about run them into submission, hasn't he?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
Throw left side complete to Chase. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Trenton Irwin, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Bengals start to open this lead even wider here in the fourth. So still throwing here in the fourth quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The 49ers ready to set up shop again offensively. And this group has suffered far too many self-inflicted wounds thus far as we run through some of the mistakes. It's darn near impossible to win in this league when you're turning the ball over at the frequency that they have. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Those Super Bowl hopes that they had really dwindling now here in the fourth quarter. That NFC crown that they got 2 weeks ago seems like a distant memory as they have been outplayed tonight. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Play action. Now Purdy. Ayuk bringing it in on the crossing route here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Shotgun now with Purdy. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly,
He didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
Here's Purdy. Got a man. That's Ayuk.
And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll bring up second down. So a decent gain there, but not their 4th consecutive first down like they had on the first 3 plays.
You sound almost disappointed there. You want to fire the offensive coordinator on that one or what?
They'd gotten into a rhythm. I thought they were just going to keep going.
Well, almost a win for the defense, but if that's your win, you're not doing very well right now.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score.
Throwing here, Purdy.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in.
And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. What a great weapon. So often, such a big mismatch.
And there's no route he can't run. You name it, he's going to do it. And he's a matchup nightmare for the defense. No matter who they put on him, he's going to win the battle.
Moody good with the extra point.
And that will cut this lead down to 25. So this drive spans 7 plays.
And it all ends with a George Kittle touchdown. So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. Jamar Chase hoping to be at center stage yet again as the offense returns to the field.
Well, this defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him? Bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore? Because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. I don't know that a mid-game trade's going to happen, but good for him. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner.
And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. What a moment for him, a pick 6 in the Super Bowl. You think about some of the big pick 6s over the history of this huge game. I remember, because I was watching with a lot of Colts fans, Tracy Porter picking Peyton Manning to get the Saints' first title.
Yeah, that would pretty much seal the deal for New Orleans as well. But I got to go back a ways because, you know, unfortunately I'm considerably older. Herb Adderley, the Green Bay Packers, got it all started. The first pick 6, Super Bowl II against the Oakland Raiders, and some of the better ones that were out there. You might remember Dwight Smith of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers had 2-in-1 game when they won their Super Bowl championship against Rich Gannon in Oakland. You mentioned Tracy Porter already. How about James Harrison of the Steelers? You remember that one? 100 yards right before the half ended? That was a big-time play. But for me, the absolute classic, Willie Brown in slow motion against the Vikings for the Raiders. The grand old man, Willie Brown, 75 yards.
You recall them on. What a play here. Another pick 6 in the Super Bowl. And they will take a knee here.
of joy, Cincinnati has given you the Super Bowl title. For the victors getting to hoist that Lombardi trophy, you know, we've talked to guys that have done it, and they say there's no better feeling in sports.
I don't know how there can be. The journey to get to this game is incredible. And then to finally break through and win it when all eyes are on this game alone because there's nothing else going on, that's just got to be absolutely amazing. The task, incredible. But the accomplishment, forever.
The commissioner of the NFL, Roger Goodell, going to present the Lombardi Trophy to the Cincinnati Bengals, champions of Super Bowl 59. So that will conclude our coverage this year on EA Sports. I want to thank my partner, Charles Davis, for another incredible season together in the booth. Till the fall, folks, Brandon Gaudin saying good night from New Orleans.